Okay, here we are back at the kitchen with what do I do with all this deer meat I get? Well, this is about 2 3/4 pounds of roast. This is a hind roast, This is an eye of round roast. That's a little piece of backstrap that was left from those back straps that I filleted. So I'm just gonna chunk this meat into what I like to call deer bites. Put them over here with the back strap. These chunks are going to go on skewers, actually, to go in my smoker, and then they'll be put on toothpicks for like a party hors d'oeuvre, be eaten at a party. I've done this multiple times. These are just, you don't want them too big. You want like a mouthful. That might be a little big for somebody's mouth. So you just keep them a nice size, nice bite size. If somebody wants a big bite, they can take 2 of them. And we're gonna brine this in my brine. Homemade brine, real easy, simple. That I kind of thought about because I did meat chickens one time, and I had to brine the chicken breasts before I sealed them. Something about that, and it made the chicken taste delicious. And I thought, man, what if I, always soaked wild game in salt and water to get the blood out. Everybody would say, you gotta get the blood out, soak it in salt and water. Well, the chicken brine that I actually used was very flavorful. So really, it's just a basic brine. Thyme is the main seasoning, and there's some other seasonings in there. I'll put a link or in the description. Actually, I have another video with a recipe for that brine. So I'll either do it again, or it'll be a link in the video. We just cube this meat up into nice toothpick size pieces. Consider this my 3rd season of being back into the full-fledged deer hunter world. I used to be that full-fledged duck hunter for years, and I started thinking, man, I get a little snack if I get 1 duck. I could feed my family for a long time if I get 1 deer. I think all the time and effort and work and into duck hunting, and then put that amount of time and effort and work into deer hunting, I might be able to bring home some meat. Well, I've been very fortunate, very blessed and lucky in the same breath, to where the last 3 years I've harvested more than my fair. Okay, here we go with the brine. I gotta make it anyway, and the camera's already out, so let's just do the recipe again. It's so easy. I think you saw the picture, but that's what I go by right there. I wrote it down. It is handy. It's right in the front of the recipe. Not sure you can see it there, but you can stop the video and look at it, or look at the picture I put in there. I'm gonna make this up real quick, because I don't know if too many people like to are entertained by making a recipe. But peppercorns, about that many. I don't know. Maybe that's a little more than I usually do, but that's okay. Throw it in there. So we got water, peppercorns. Now, there's a video coming about how baiting deer is lazy. Harley, can't you see I'm trying to talk to somebody? Hey, come here. So, this is the only lazy part of my deer hunt, I think, is I used minced garlic more than I use fresh garlic cloves when I'm making my brine. video. So, there's a video coming about being lazy because you bait deer. Well, whew. Please check that one out. I got some opinion on that one. I got some words for that. Okay, let's not worry about that in this video. So, we have minced garlic, we have our peppercorns, we have what's gonna be about a liter. Recipe says 4 cups or a quart of water, but I'm gonna go a little bit more this time because I don't really want to oversalt this hors d'oeuvre deer bites we're having. Let's do this first because this is the important part. Now, I don't have the exact measurement, and I've always just, this is time, I just shake that out, put it nice and easy, put it on nice and easy, go right around till you got that not fully covered. You can see that in the video, but that's a good helping at the time, right on top of that wall, right on top of the water, the brine. Then this is something that was an added addition. There's a little more thyme in here too, but this is Italian seasoning. And no, Walmart, great value, didn't give me a sponsor. But anyway, I just do a little bit of Italian seasoning on top of that thyme. Give it a little bit more flavor. That's it. That's the secret. And I almost feel like I shouldn't be giving my secret away because it is delicious. It makes deer meat melt in your mouth. Kids love it. People love it. And really a co-worker of my wife's, quote, "That's the best meat I ever put in my mouth." You usually don't have too many guys saying that, but it's delicious. And the lady I work with is like, "Man, that's the best recipe." And I really think it's in this brine. And usually, it's an overnight. Some people say, "Oh, you gotta let it put in there 3 days. You gotta do at least 2 days." I mostly brine overnight. My jerky recipe is gonna go to a 2-day, I think, a 2-day soak, possibly a 3-day on the jerky. I just mix it up real good. I'm missing an ingredient. Talking with my dog, and I've almost forgotten my main ingredient, or one of the ingredients. Kosher salt. But like I was saying, the original recipe is 4 tablespoons, but don't ever do 4 tablespoons unless you're a salt fanatic and all you like to taste is salt. Then do 4 for jerky strips or your deer bites or little slices of meat. 4 is too many for when your meat is cut into small pieces. 1, 2 and a half. Usually I do 3, unless I'm doing a big roast or the piece of meat is bigger. I'll do the 4, and that's only an overnight. If it's 4, I have not yet brined it more than 24 hours or whatever it ends up being the next day, and I get to it. This deer meat's going to be in this brine till tomorrow night after I get home from work. And actually, I'm going to try and go hunting tomorrow. Hopefully it's in, oh boy, it's going to be nice and cold. Nobody came in tonight that I saw, but maybe this cold weather will bring somebody in, and I'll have another lucky video to be making. But I'm going to top this off. Some fresh cold water. And now I did say I'm going to go a little more than a little more. Boy, that meat is beautiful. That's some deer meat from last year too. I have my back straps are down here, filleted out to be rolled up and smoked. I'm gonna stuff that with some cream cheese. Man, it's gonna be good. We're going to get that all in this brine. And if I can't get the meat covered with a liter, so I did do about a liter, I'll go ahead and put a little more water in it just to get everything covered. I'm not going to go back and make a whole new batch of everything. I think we might be okay. And I'm going to get that good flavor out of there. Soak it in. Get that good flavor out of there. Soak it in. Yes, my hands are extra clean. I'm working with meat, especially meat that others are going to be eating other than my family. Make sure my hands are scrubbed and clean and ready to go. Now, and I'm going to wash them real quick. That's like 3 or 4 washes. My gosh, my skin's going to be coming off. Because I don't feel like running downstairs to get a pair of rubber gloves either. And all my friends.
Well, at least it was cheap. Or at least it was cheap, perfect for her.
For these their bites, they just go right on the skewer.
Should start with some cheese.
There we go.
I don't know what the stars there.
Go. Alright, let's do this. Go. There we go. Yeah. Should we give some space on there like that? And like that. And like that. And we'll call that one full. I'm gonna not touch me on the smoker. Alright, well, continuing our video from earlier, there's the deer bites. Came off the smoker. Now, I forgot, I know I'm should be better, but cold weather smoking, it's dropping below freezing. It's probably like 31 right now, 30. Takes a longer smoke, so these actually sat on there a little longer than I would have liked. Probably 40 minutes and then another 15, so we're talking like almost an hour. Usually about 45 minutes and they're done.